Hi, I'm Dr. Lucas McCann. I'm the CSO of CannDelta. We're America's #1 cannabis consulting firm with clients around the world. This is the most important regulatory shift the cannabis industry has seen in over 50 years. As of April 28, 2026, the U.S. federal government has officially moved state-licensed medical marijuana into Schedule 3 under the Controlled Substances Act. This does not legalize cannabis federally, but it changes everything for medical operators. Let's start with the biggest impact: taxes. For years, cannabis businesses have been crushed under IRS Section 280E for their federal taxes. That rule prevented operators from deducting ordinary business expenses like payroll, rent, and marketing because cannabis was classified as a Schedule 1 substance. In normal terms, that means effective tax rates as high as 70 to 80% for compliance operators. With this new move to Schedule 3, that burden is lifted for state-licensed medical businesses. You can now deduct normal operating expenses, bringing tax rates closer to the normal 20 to 30% existing small businesses would face. This single change materially improves profitability, cash flow, and valuation across the medical cannabis sector. Now, here's where the opportunity becomes strategic. The DEA has opened a federal registration pathway for state-licensed medical operators. This is the first time in U.S. history that a cannabis business can obtain federal authorization to manufacture, distribute, or dispense cannabis under a formal DEA framework. But there is a deadline. You have a 60-day window from April 28th to apply for this expedited registration. Operators who apply within this window can continue operating under their state license while the DEA reviews their application. Miss that window now and you lose that protection. Now, let's deep dive into the application or registration process itself. This is more than your standard form submission because the registration is a federal compliance package that details the particulars of your business. All officers and directors and confirming key operations details will be required as a component. It is required to submit detailed documentation that demonstrates control, traceability, and compliance across your entire operation. That includes corporate structure and ownership disclosures, proof of your active state medical license, facility layouts and security systems, inventory tracking, and diversion prevention controls. This also includes record-keeping and reporting systems and detailed standard operating procedures for all cultivation, processing, dispensing, transport licenses. Also need information around drug destruction and waste handling protocols. The DEA will evaluate whether your operation meets the federal public interest criteria under the Controlled Substances Law. Even though your state license is accepted as proof of authorization, your operational systems must still meet federal standards for Schedule 3 substances. Any gaps in documentation or compliance can delay or jeopardize approval. Now, let's clarify scope. This change applies only to state-licensed medical cannabis licensed operators. Adult use cannabis remains a Schedule 1 substance. This is where things can become a little more involved for an operator whom are currently licensed for both medical and adult use. As it pertains to the use of synthetic cannabinoids and unlicensed products, these remain as Schedule 1. So, if you are a dual license operator, only the medical side of your business benefits from the 280E relief and federal alignment today. This creates a major strategic question for operators across the country. Do you expand or transition into medical? In some states, including large markets like California, operators may be able to modify or add a medical component to their license structure independent of their license renewal cycles. However, this is not automatic, and it requires careful regulatory planning and timing to meet this registration window. The opportunity is clear. Operators who position themselves within this medical framework can access almost immediate tax relief, improved financial performance, and a pathway to federal legitimacy. This is also the foundation for future developments like interstate commerce, research expansion, and institutional investment. Safer banking can soon be on the way for all medical operators. There is a potential pathway for U.S. medical cannabis operators to also access the international markets, including Europe. But that is highly controlled. With cannabis now in Schedule 3, the DEA could issue export permits out of the United States. However, each shipment will require case-by-case approval and full federal registration. Currently, global export is only permitted for medical or scientific purposes and must comply with international drug control treaties. For Europe specifically, operators must meet two key requirements. The receiving country must issue an import permit, and the product must be manufactured in a facility certified to EU-GMP pharmaceutical standards. Without EU-GMP, entry into the European medical markets is not possible. This is why countries like Canada currently dominate the exports. For U.S. operators, this creates a strategic consideration. Those who align early with EU-GMP and federal compliance frameworks position themselves for future access to high-value, supply-constrained international markets, even though widespread export is not yet immediately available. This is a highly technical federal application process layered on top of already complex state compliance requirements. If you get it right, you may secure your position in the next phase of the cannabis industry. And if you get it wrong, you risk delays, audits, or loss of eligibility, and worse yet, having your competition leave you in their dust. This regulatory update is a structural shift in how cannabis businesses operate in the United States, and the operators who move first and move correctly will have a significant advantage. Don't navigate this historic shift alone. Let CannDelta's experts build your application and audit your facility so that you stand the best chances of success. We have clients across the globe already shipping and receiving medical cannabis into markets like Europe and Australia. Call us today or click the link in our bio to secure your federal future. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter, and while you're there, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for all of CannDelta's YouTube channel updates. For all your cannabis news and industry updates, I'm Dr. Lucas McCann, signing off.